Hey there guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for today. And this one we're taking a look at the EG7 interim report that came out through July through September, just released yesterday. I will put the link in the description as well as the comment section if you want to download the report to yourself or to view it on their website. This one basically is going to be encompassing all of Daybreak specifically and all their other entities. We're looking specifically at the updates to DC Universe Online, which is what they, if you recall from my previous video, the episode 47 was not performing as they thought. So now we have some updated figures in terms of how they're treating episode 48. So we're looking here. Let me just zoom up here in the beginning so you guys can read properly. Ooh. So specifically under Daybreak, in terms of their net revenue, 181.3 million, up 17.1%. Obviously, that's going to be all encompassing. Specifically, we're looking at the DC Universe Online component. So as a whole, Daybreak's portfolio performed in line with expectations during the quarter. DC Universe Online's new episode 48, Harley Quinn vs. Apocalypse, met expectations. And with a player re-engagement push and an Xbox release planned for Q4, we anticipate a gradual increase in activity from current levels. Just going to touch on the rest here. Dungeons & Dragons expansion launch exceeded expectations. PlanetSide 2 did not, performed at a lower level. Lord of the Rings was good. The Magic the Gathering was strong. So basically, outside of PlanetSide 2, DC Universe Online was kind of satisfactory in terms of the expectations. Now, let's kind of break that down. Because obviously we know the release itself for episode 48 didn't go as smoothly compared to the technical issues at the time. But I feel that what, in terms of met expectations and that player re-engagement push, was we're starting to see now the impact of the continual kind of like weekly sales. They also had the CR skip release when the episode came out. So I think not judging it on the content itself, I mean, you guys can leave in the comment. I haven't done like a proper review of episode 48. I mean, we just had Elite Plus recently released and the new feats and some new rewards. So you can certainly leave in the note in the comment section how you feel that episode 48 has performed in terms of either the story or the mechanics or the content. And you can kind of give an updated review of that in the comment section. So I don't think they're obviously not taking a look just in terms of how the episode performed content-wise. It's just basically engagement-wise. So I think there we're starting to see the impact of Al Rivera, the creative director, in terms of how he's managing, always having a sale active, always having either an event active. Because even if it's episode 48 itself, they would also be basing it off player volume. So in terms of like this, Outsider Ops or any other events that are running at the same time, episode 48 would be also driving those engagements. So players come back for those special events and end up playing some of the episode 48 or buying currency or whatever have you. Or the new, definitely I would gauge that the new artifact also had an impact on that because of how overpowered it is for might. So you have one of the strongest DPS artifacts for a DPS oriented game being released for the episode. So I think there was a lot of things outside of the content itself that drove engagement for this episode, and that's why they're saying it's meeting expectations. We anticipate a gradual increase in activity from current levels. That'd be more interesting to see in terms of what the producer the producer letter looks like for 2025, what the new episode looks like if it's coming up on test before the end of the year. We have the anniversary event, so we and there's always the new CR skip that comes out for the anniversary event as well. So I'm sure there's going to be some sort of new monetized way for the anniversary event that'll drive that, and we'll see those changes, or there'll be something else. I can't remember if they did put the anniversary episode currency on the marketplace. I can't remember. Someone may have to correct me in the comment section. I can't remember from last year, but if not, we can pretty much guarantee that the anniversary event currency will be on sale in the marketplace. I think every single currency is going to be on sale going forward, but we'll have to see in terms of if we actually have that increase in activity from current levels. I think that's a bit more optimistic depending on what type of content we get, but it's still interesting that I mean, not to be pessimistic, but I was kind of semi-hoping that episode 48 would perform the same as 47, because then, I mean, if it wasn't performing or meeting expectations, then we have kind of more of kind of, ammunition to use as the community to drive some real change in the game rather than just kind of keeping the status quo. If they knew episodes 48's performing well, all that does is kind of say that, well, it doesn't really matter with the content. Players are going to come back for various other reasons. If the content is only one raid with 2 bosses, or a really quick alert, or solo that has continual issues, it basically, if EG7 or this development team in general, or this new management team, if they think that the game is meeting the status quo, and it just encourages them to release content that is subpar because they know the players are going to come back regardless because of all the extra things, all the extra weekly events or the weekly sales. I know that's a pessimistic approach, but I was kind of hoping that we have some kind of driver for change, because if they said, if episode 47 didn't perform, if episode 48 didn't perform, then we could say, okay, we need to relook and readjust our approach, which I don't think, at least from these numbers, that we'll be seeing that kind of change. But you never know. We can kind of continue this conversation in the comment section. I just wanted to bring this out to you in terms of, it was a large topic of discussion in terms of how 47 was received, especially with EG7 saying it didn't meet expectations. So now we have how they treated episode 48, even though we're still not technically through with 48. But we'll have to see what the future brings. Take care, guys. We'll see you next video.